Today we are talking about a dangerous plant, so watch out. In our series on seasonal vegetables in Germany, today we are looking on the parsnip, die Pastinake. Pastinaka sativa subspecies sativa variata sativa, or der Pastinak. In keeping with last week's video, there's both a male and a female name for it. The parsnip is native to the whole of Europe and parts of Asia as far as Mongolia. It was already very popular in ancient Rome. As already mentioned in this video on the carrot, the European carrot was white, as was its parsnip, so you can never be sure whether ancient records refer to carrots or parsnips. The parsnip was a staple food for a long time, until middle of the 18th century. Due to its low susceptibility to disease, it was widespread and could even be grown on altitudes above 1,500 meters in the Alps. The parsnip was also mentioned in Charlemagne's Capitulare de Villis, a decree on what was to be grown on crown estates. Due to its high starch content, it was for a long time what later became the potato. It also contains 4 times as much fiber as carrots, as well as potassium, protein, and vitamin C. It is rich in essential oils, calcium, oxalate, and fructans. However, as carrots and potatoes had a higher yield, the parsnip became less important from the 18th century onwards. In this video I described the story of how old Fritz made the potato palatable to farmers. Today the parsnip is rarely used. In fact, it was by chance that my wife found parsnips in the supermarket and we were able to prepare a dish. 2 days later there were none left. In 2012 the parsnip was voted Vegetable of the Year by the Verein zur Erhaltung der Nutzpflanzenvielfalt, Association for Conservation of Crop Diversity. If you want to grow parsnips yourself, you should prepare the soil well for this very nutritious plant. There should be at least 3 years between 2 crop rotations. The soil should be free of stones and loose, and compost, farmyard manure or rotten leaf can be well tilled in beforehand. Sow directly into the open ground after the frost between mid-March and mid-April. To ensure that the plants do not become waterlogged, they can also be planted in ridges similar to asparagus. The roots grow up to 20 centimeters long. In exceptional cases, specimens over half a meter have been harvested. The plants should be sown 30 to 50 centimeters apart in a sunny to semi-shady location. You can also sow radishes between the parsnips to keep the weeds away, otherwise you will have to rake. The parsnips needs even watering, but not waterlogging. Care must be taken when handling the plant, especially in sunshine, as the green parts of the plant contain furanocoumarins, which can cause phototoxic reactions on the skin. If the sap gets into the eyes, it can even cause blindness. If sown early, it can be harvested from September. They can also be left in the ground over the winter and harvested gradually. When exposed to frost, the starch is converted into sugar and the parsnips become sweeter. Overall, the parsnips taste milder than a carrot. The harvested parsnip is best stored in the same way as carrot. After harvesting, it is not washed but stored in a sandbox with damp sand in a cool place, or in the vegetable compartment of the fridge. Preparation is also similar. The young tender parsnips can only be washed. Older and thicker specimens should be peeled. Then cut them into the shape you need. We fried them a little in oil. As the cooking time is about the same as potatoes, we cut both into the same size. Then add the potatoes and the glaze with water. Then add the finely chopped onions. For vegetarians, the whole thing can then be infused with vegetable stock. Otherwise, you can also use a chicken stock or two, possibly topping up with water and then stirring well. This cooked for 3/4 of an hour and was then mashed, both the vegetarian and the meat version. Then flavor with a few herbs. You can also just use parsnips in a cream soup, as a puree, perhaps as oven vegetables or braised with other vegetables. They can also be eaten raw in a salad. Parsnips are still often used in baby food today. I wish you a good appetite. Thank you for your attention. See you in the next video.